This is MC, and I just saw Wonder Woman. I've got a massive number of feelings for Wonder Woman. I don't think you can be a feminist comic book fan without having feelings for Wonder Woman. She's an icon. She's the most consistent female presence in comics. She has strength of both mind and body. She stands for truth. She is one of the most recognizable fictional characters on the planet. So the fact that it has taken 76 years to get a live-action Wonder Woman movie made is fucking astounding. I could go on about this fact more, but I would be ranting for far too long, so I will do a supplementary video. What we're talking about now is the Wonder Woman movie we finally did get. Not only is this the first female-led comic book movie in 15 years, but the first comic book movie directed by a woman in 9. The stakes for this movie were ridiculously high, and they not only met them, but far surpassed them. I said back in my defense of Joss Whedon for Square MC that I'd given up on the DCEU. This movie gives me back some hope. This movie is one of the best superhero movies I've seen. It's visually stunning. The cinematography is beautiful. The action sequences are exciting. The costumes look amazing, both on Themyscira and when we get into the Man's World period scenes. It's just fucking gorgeous. There's nothing more that can be said about it. It was a pleasure to look at. The only thing I found dodgy in the look was when it came to the flashback of Ares. The age down on David Thewlis and putting him on a muscular body looked absolutely wretched. But this is my only visual complaint about the movie, so I'm going to let it go. The story works incredibly well. I know for the longest time what tripped up filmmakers was trying to explain Wonder Woman's backstory. Honestly, this movie made it look so easy, it's ridiculous it took them so long. It was as easy for them to explain this as it was to explain Superman's origins. I didn't feel it was unrealistic at all. Well, at least in terms of a comic book movie. I think the move to World War I was a good one. Making a World War II period comic book movie would have been too close to Captain America. I also feel that World War I gets the short end of the stick in terms of betrayals. I was a bit worried about how the romance between Diana and Steve Trevor would be portrayed. Honestly, I've never been a fan of that relationship, but I think they did a good job of building it up here. I like that Diana did not go to Man's World because of him, but because of her own agenda, and I felt like they really liked each other in this. I was very wary of Gal Gadot's portrayal of Diana after Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I personally did not like how she came off in that movie, but it seems like that was an issue of the writing of the script rather than her portrayal. They tried hard to make her mysterious, and I thought it came off as wooden. But in this, she absolutely sparkled. She's strong and impetuous and at times completely adorable. She's just wonderful. She embodies everything I want to see from Diana. Steve Trevor was built up enough that I understood why Diana would fall in love with him, but he didn't take away from Diana at all. He guided her, but didn't overshadow her. Probably the biggest problem with this movie was with the villains and by extension the third act. It all fell flat to me. I saw the twist that Diana was not created from clay, but was instead Zeus's daughter coming from 1,000,000 miles away, but that might just be because I'm a fan of the comics. I also knew Lupin was going to be Ares as soon as he came on screen. He was frankly ridiculous as Ares, and I had a hard time taking him seriously. I almost felt like they didn't know how to end things. But a lot of superhero movies have trouble with their third acts, and the first two were so good, I'm willing to excuse it. When Diana first came out wearing her iconic outfit to take on the German soldiers, I'm not ashamed to admit I cried. I was so happy to see her on screen kick all of the ass in the world. It was incredible. While this movie has its flaws, it was amazing. It's one of the best I've ever seen, and I heartily recommend it to everyone. So that's this week's review. I'll be doing more as more movies come out. Like, comment, subscribe to see more MCCs and Fandom Equals Square MC. Also check out my podcasts, Return to the Hellmouth, a Buffy rewatch, and the Trash Compactor podcast, Star Wars from the Female Perspective. Thanks for watching.